today I'm doing a tag video that's like 4 years old. Like, I don't think anyone's been tagged to do this in years. But I found it because I kept getting playlist book tag video recommendations, and I thought that it would be just talking about books that remind you of songs or songs that remind you of books, but it wasn't that. But then I found that that tag actually exists, and that's what I'm doing. I just think that, I don't know, people talking about the music that they like is super interesting and fun, and like a fun way to get to know someone since I'm still new here. So the rules of the tag are, you just put your playlist or your iTunes library or whatever on shuffle, and then the first 5 songs that come up, you just name a book that reminds you of that song, or a book that that song reminds you of, or whatever. And yeah, so let's just get started. Boop.
It's alright to see a ghost.
Oh, Santa Clara is a sad song. I think I'm gonna go with Lincoln in the Bardo for this one, because the song is like a send-off. It's like a grieving song, kind of. And this book's all about grief, and grief is a send-off, kind of. And also I feel like the atmosphere of the song fits the atmosphere of the book kind of well. It also just came up on shuffle a lot while I was reading this, so maybe that's why. Next.
Don't ask questions, don't promote demonstration, don't look for new consensus, don't drink from constitution. If I pierce some complexity, I want my salvation.
Man, that's a hard one, kinda. I think I'm gonna go the obvious route. And for this song, I'm gonna go with Anarchy Evolution by Greg Graffin. Greg Graffin being the lead singer of Bad Religion. And this is like his memoir, kind of. A collection of essays, kind of. I feel like there's some similar themes touched upon in Inner Logic and in Anarchy Evolution. I don't know, I haven't read this book in years, like since it came out. I should reread it. And next? That's a weird one. I don't know if I should. No, I'll do it. I'll do it. We're not taking the easy way out here. Another book I haven't read since high school, and that's The World Without Us by Alan Wiseman? And that's just because the place in Portal, the video game, where this song shows up is when you're in like the abandoned parts of this facility, and there's like all this overgrowth and nature is reclaiming it, kind of. And this whole book is just a thought experiment about what would happen to cities and all of the things that humans have built if humans just disappeared and nature started to reclaim it. So I feel like, I don't know, it's the same kind of atmosphere, sort of. And next?
Put on an argyle sweater and put on a smile. I don't know how to do this.
I know exactly what book this reminds me of. I have to go get it. For this one, I'm gonna go with A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. This is my favorite song of all time, and this is my favorite book of all time, but it goes deeper than that. I mean, first of all, I think The National is the only choice for a soundtrack for this book because it's music for sad lawyers and they never shut up about New York. The song is basically just talking about someone who needs validation and just needs someone to tell them that they're doing the best that they can and that they're okay. And I feel like that just fits. And that's 4. Okay, one more song.
Your scene fades into eternity.
Okay. This is funny because there was like that time when booktubers were all talking about that book Zenith, and I never read it. It's not my thing. But every time I saw the book title or the book cover, it would make me think of this song. But I'll go with something that I actually have. The Puritan Way of Death. It's the most fatalistic book I think I have, so it's what's gonna have to work. Just because like the Puritans kind of brought on their own demise with the way that they dealt with death. I don't know, I think it fits kind of. It's not a stretch. It's definitely not a stretch. Yeah, so these are my 5 books and 5 songs. Yeah, I hope that was fun to watch or interesting to watch. I think it's an interesting tag because it's almost post like recommendations based on songs that you like. Like if you like any of these songs, maybe you'll like the book that I associated with it. Yeah. I'm gonna tag people on Twitter, probably. Yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next week.